Hi everybody, Paul here from Hill Country Rings. I got a letter here from a Chicago firefighter and we're going to make a ring for him. So let's go in the shop. So this guy is a rescue scuba diver. So he's one of the guys that jumps out of a helicopter into the freezing water to rescue somebody. And he wanted me to make an inlay ring. So we got a tungsten ring core here, inlay ring core. And we're going to inlay a patch from his scuba gear and some cloth from his firefighter's outfit for his uniform. So it's going to be red and black, kind of a thin red line kind of thing going on, but more like little chunks. I'm not really sure how it's going to go because this is actually rubber, and I'm not sure how that's going to work as an inlay. But we're going to go ahead and give it a try. And first thing I'm going to do is cut this up into some little chunks and cut this guy up and make some like stuffing that I can stuff in around the red, almost like a filler to fill in this inlay. So I've been cutting some strips out of this, just teeny tiny little strips of this rubber patch. Just very, very teeny tiny little strips. And then just cutting it into little teeny, just like little chips. And trying to get them not all square, some of them angled and triangles and trapezoids and just different shapes. Yeah, you'll see Texans if you look in some mesquite furniture. You'll see like inlays of turquoise, like little chips inlaid in turquoise with a resin. Think of that, kind of like that, but in a ring, and using material from this guy's scuba outfit. So that's probably got a good selection of that. And I'm going to put that with the other stuff that I've already done. And then I will start on the black. So now I'm just cutting up like little tiny little strips of this black material from his firefighter's uniform. And we're going to basically shred it so it's almost like a cotton, and then we'll use that to fill in around the we'll inlay those pieces of red, and then we'll inlay around them with black. All right, I think we got a good collection of both, so now we're gonna start the inlay. First I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean this ring with denatured alcohol to make sure that we get a good bond. So go ahead and clean that inlay channel. Now we're just gonna get us a little working space, put some glue, and we are going to start inlaying these the pieces of that red into the ring, a piece at a time, just one piece at a time, and work our way around. All right, now we're going to take some of this black and we've chopped up, and we're going to try to just sort of stuff that into the cracks between the red. So kind of fill in with the black. We'll see how it goes. This might make a big mess, but we'll see. After a lot of trial and error and sticking my fingers together many times, I ended up using a metal nail to just kind of help. I would pour a little bit of glue in the channel and then just use a metal nail to jam down that black in between the red. So I finally got it looking halfway decent. So now what I'm gonna do is just gonna go ahead and put a top coat over that, just to let that so that it will just soak in and bond all that together. And also I had to use some tape to stabilize this ring core so it wouldn't slide around too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and saturate this and let that dry overnight, and then we'll come back and start cutting it on the lathe, turning it, and see if we can turn it down to where that red shows up, and see if we got to hit something that looks good, or if it's just a big mess and we'll have to start over. But that's why we experiment. All right, we got him back on the lathe, and this is the next day, by the way. We've done some sanding, and gonna go ahead and see if we can grind off some of this black and see where we're at. See if that gets us down to the red. All right, we cleaned up the ring with some denatured alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and do a clear coat. We'd sanded it down lower than the shoulders. So we're gonna go ahead and put a clear coat thin just to protect it, and then we'll do a medium maybe to build it up. All right, well here's that inlay ring for the rescue diver, and it's got the red from his diving suit and the black from his firefighter outfit, and I think it came out pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and send it off to him, and if you would like a ring with a custom inlay or a wood ring, I do lots of them. Just check out hillcountryrings.com. Do a lot of custom work. I'd love to make a ring for you. Thanks everybody.